Hey guys, it's Zero here with another unboxing. This time we've got some Warhammer 40k Space Marine Primaris Reavers, but I actually have the Combat Squad rather than the 10-man box. I'll explain why in a second. I have been looking for this box for a while because I only needed 5 Reavers. I didn't want the 10-man squad because, you know, I had picked up a while back, if you saw some of my other videos, the First Strike starter kit for the new 8th edition. And in that set, you actually get 3 Reavers. You get a Sergeant and 2 standard Reavers armed with the new bolt pistol and combat knives. So what I did was I went on eBay and I ordered another one of those easy fit or easy build Reavers, because that's what the First Strike ones were. They're easy build. And then I picked up from a dealer on eBay a random Reaver from the actual kit. So it was just a random pull, you know, random armaments and stuff like that. It just so happens though that, you know, he came with the bolt carbine. So, you know, originally I was just going to have 5 Reavers and leave it at that, but the guy came with the bolt carbine. I was kind of like, you know, I kind of like the look. He also had the grapple gun, but he didn't come with the grab shoots, you know. That's these little things right here, which allow them to deep strike, so to say, or to be placed on the table, anywhere on the table, you know, within 9 inches away from an enemy at the beginning of your movement phase. So, excuse me. I was kind of like, well, he's got the grapple gun, he's got the thing, but they don't got the grab shoots. Kind of wanted the grab shoots, so I got the Combat Squad so that I could build them 4 with bolt carbines and then 1 with bolt pistol and sword, or, you know, combat knife, so that I could fill out the squads. And I'm going to give the guys with the combat knives the grab shoots, and the guys with the bolt carbines, I will arm them with just the bolt carbine and the grappling gun, you know, just so that we could have a little bit of a difference in squads. So I'll have 2 5-man squads rather than 1 full 10-man squad. If I really needed to, I guess I could make a full 10-man squad, but, you know, at that point, it's what's the difference? I mean, get in a little closer here for you. So I like the Reavers. I like what they do on the combat field. Pretty cool abilities. I'm sure it's not unique to them. I'm sure other armies have stuff that kind of equates to what they do on the field, but it's still very cool. They're some of the only Space Marines that do it. So you've got your 5 32mm bases. I actually like the size of these bases. And actually, the new Primaris models look pretty good on here. They stand edge to edge, but when you put a Space Marine on here, he actually fits really nicely on here too. I like that they moved up to this size base. Before that, everything was 25mm. I actually think I have one here somewhere. This is a 25mm base. This one is slotted. And the difference in size, you know. So you're putting all your models, you know, everything from Orc Knobs all the way down to Imperial Guardsmen on this little tiny base. So it just didn't make sense to me, but that's for a whole other video. So we have your instructions, full color instructions, just like, well, main color instructions. What I mean is they actually have different colors for the different parts. They also show you the different colors of where to glue your models, you know. So basic how-to instructions. These guys are pretty cool. They got a lot of parts, kind of like the Intercessors and the Hellblasters. There's a lot of parts. The legs are actually separated from the torso, which is interesting. They're kind of monoposed when they're done. I mean, you have some flexibility, maybe the angle of the weapon or whatever, the head direction, but otherwise they're pretty fixed poses. But it's cool because, you know, it's a miniature for a game. You know what I'm saying? It's not a posable action figure. And then per standard, you've got the rules for 8th edition here for them. The 5-man squad, and in different languages, which is pretty cool. And then you have your color guide for the Ultramarines, as always. And with that, you also have the Ultramarines decal or decal sheet. And I'm just going to bring this up to you guys. Again, all Ultramarines. I mean, they should give you, I mean, I don't know how much these cost to make, but I'm pretty sure you could throw different army faction stickers in there, you know, and let whoever's buying this decide. Rather than buy a whole separate box, let me decide what stickers I'm gonna put on these guys. Or I guess make Space Wolf ones, or Blood. I know they made Space Wolf, Blood Angel and Dark Angel Intercessors and Hellblasters, and I don't think they did it with the Reavers. But you know, you're either going that way or you're going one box with a bunch of stickers. But I have been thinking about these, and I probably will be using a lot of these since I have tons of Ultramarine stickers. I think I'm going to start using these for scenery, like shipping containers and just things like that, to just have markings on stuff, like some of these little skulls and stuff like that there. That's pretty ambiguous, so I could probably put that on stuff and get away with it. We'll see. And you have 2 sprues. Like, they're jam-packed with parts. That's really cool. And I noticed that a lot of the GW kits now, you know, they have tons and tons of parts on each sprue. So you go. Here's your combat knives, bolt pistols, carbines, pouches. There's a little grab chutes. These tiny little flaps there. And it's funny because my buddy Rob was like, "That's it? That's just a little tiny fingernail looking thing?" I'm like, "Yeah." But, you know, way back when Forge World put out the Imperial Guard Elysian drop troops, they had the same thing, just a little something to tie them together, but they had the little flaps. So it's just something for them to drop through orbit, you know, and get a deep strike or whatever. And here's your grapple gun, your Batman grapple launcher. Because, you know, Batman. It's pretty cool. Here's the second sprue. Again, jam-packed with parts. This is torsos, legs, backpacks, heads. Wow, you get a lot of heads. And I guess stowed away, or not stowed away, but I guess you put these with the guys who have the combat knives. They're actually the hilts, empty hilts of the combat knives. That's kind of cool. Let's take a quick look here. You get a ton of parts to mess with and choose from. Yeah. not a bad kit overall, but very few kits that are made more recently are, I would say, bad kits. I mean, you're getting a lot of options with these models now, so you know, I do like that. I like in a kit when they offer you everything. You know, if you're going to offer a kit that says you can make these guys or these guys, or you can make these guys this way or that way, I like that they offer you everything that is optional for. So what I mean by that is, you know, this squad can be given pistols and combat knives, and or carbines and grapple guns. So if you look, there's 5 pistol arms, 5 combat knife arms. There are 6 different bolt carbines and all the arms that go with it. So you're given the option for a lot on here. Now, generally when you buy the 10 box or the 10-man box, you're getting, you know, you're getting double the sprues. You know, so you're getting duplicates of these 2 sprues, which again gives you enough options to put whatever options you want that are available to this unit on these guys. I've bought a ton of boxes where you get a tactical unit, and you get, you know, all the guys can have. They come with this, you know, this rifle or this bolt pistol and, you know, chainsword. You never get the full options for some of those kits. You know, you're always lacking in an option somewhere or another. I just put together the Start Collecting Space Wolves box set, and the HQ that they give you was not actually a Space Wolf HQ. It's actually like an Ultramarines HQ, and you're just basically left at your own devices to kit bash a Space Wolf Lord out of that. You know, you get parts for the Wolf Guard slightly, you know, the slight Wolf Guard bits you get in that pack, you know, because when you buy the Wolf Pack, you can either make Grey Hunters, Blood Claws, or Wolf Guard. That's cool, but at the same time, when you do stuff like that, you're limiting how much of each of those units you can actually make, because you're not getting every single option for those units that are available. You know, you get chain swords and bolt guns, or you get bolt pistols and chain swords, sure, but you don't get enough to make, you know, all the options you want. Like, let's say I didn't want a special weapon in my unit. I just wanted chain swords and bolt pistols. You know, I can't do that. There's not enough parts for that. Or if I wanted all bolt guns, all my guys to be armed with bolt guns, I couldn't do that either. Or if I wanted the Wolf Guard and I wanted to arm them with all the special weapons that they can actually take, I can't do that either. You know, so, you know, in this kit, at least, in the Intercessors kit and the Hellblasters kit, you get everything you need to make 5 to 10, depending on the box you buy, of whichever type of unit you want. If you wanted to make, you know, the heavy Hellblasters, you could make 10 of those guys. Or if you wanted to make the Stalker Bolter pattern, you know, Intercessors, you could make 10 of those guys. And that's, you know, that's important. I mean, you're giving your full options. Otherwise, you know, you're buying a kit and then you're having to go out and buy, or if you're lucky enough to already have, you know, bits from other kits, you know, you can actually put them together, and, you know, you can kit bash your Space Marines, because all Space Marine kits are primarily, you know, a bolt gun's a bolt gun. You know, unless it's a very specific, a bolt gun's a bolt gun. But, you know, like I said, just give me the options on the sprues and let me decide how I'm going to build that model or those models. And also, in the case of the Space Wolves, if you're going to put a guy on the box, you know, with whatever parts, make sure those parts are in there. Going back to the Space Wolf Lord, he, you know, on the box, he looks like a Space Wolf guy. He has Space Wolf parts. He's got a Space Wolf backpack. But you don't get 11 backpacks in there. You get 10 Wolf backpacks and 1 Ultramarines backpack. And come on. And that's just, you know, it's just a little gripe. But like I said, you know, they're great values, but if you have all the options in the kit, I don't have to seek outside pieces or go to some bits dealer to get another part to finish a kit. But as far as these guys go, the Reavers, pretty complete, pretty cool. And like I said, I'm going to build them up, you know, so that I can finish these units, these guys here. So these four, like I said, have the pistols. See here, guys, I'm sorry. These four have pistols and swords. You know, there's a sergeant and 4 regular guys. And then this guy has a carbine. So I got the set now, and I can actually, just with this 5-man box set, I can build them 2 squads exactly the way they should be. That's the Warhammer 40K Space Marine Primaris Reavers Combat Squad. It's actually a good deal. They're very hard to find now. I think they were out originally, and now they're just, everybody's got the 10-man squads. So if you did what I did and bought First Strike and tried to fill out those units, the combat squad, and then ordering the separate guys is probably your best way to go. Or if you don't have Reavers at all, you can just get the 10-man box set, because that's a pretty good value. It's actually more, you get more value out of the 10-man box set than you do out of the 5-man, because the 5-man is like $30, $31 shipped, but the 10-man is $51 shipped. So you see what I'm saying, right? You're saving some money if you buy the 10-man squad. So, and if you didn't get any of these, but if you don't have any Reavers, get the 10-man box set. It's probably the better deal, and you get everything I just showed you times 2. So there you go. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you use Reavers, if you like them, if you don't like them, their abilities, whatever. Thanks for watching.